Most realtors tell their clients to fix items in the home. Today, we're going to talk about the 7 things not to fix. As an added bonus, I'll share 2 that require $0. I'm Wendy Anderson, broker owner with NextHome Next Stepp in Ashland, Ohio. If you're new to the channel, we talk about all things real estate in Ashland and the surrounding area. You've probably already been thinking about what things you should do to your home and what things may be a waste of time, effort, and money. And if you're like most homeowners, making a decision about what to do or what not to do can lead to a lot of indecision. I might suffer from analysis paralysis as well. Bonus tip, don't overfix for your neighborhood. Try to mirror the quality of what you would normally find in your neighbor's home when selling. Here are the 7 things you should not do before you list your home. Number 1, don't fully remodel your kitchen and bathrooms. The only time to consider a kitchen or bath remodel is if it's something you want to do to enjoy your home while living there. Don't do it just to sell your home, since you won't get your money back. What's important to understand is that your kitchen cabinets actually have what we call functional value, meaning it serves as a place to store dishes, plates, bowls, and other kitchen items. Now the real question is, what can we do aesthetically to enhance the look and appeal without starting from scratch? There are some things we can do, such as paint the cabinets a nice neutral color, change the plumbing fixtures that have hard water deposits, update the hardware on the kitchen cabinets, and clean the kitchen thoroughly. It needs to look and smell clean to get top dollar for your home. As far as the bathroom tub or shower, if it's old, tired, don't replace it. But what you can do is clean it up or possibly reglaze the tub or shower for about $300 to $400. It will look like a brand new shower or tub when it's reglazed. It's always a good idea to remove wallpaper, paint, update the lighting, plumbing fixtures, and hardware. A little facelift can go a long way. So keep in mind, only remodel a kitchen and bathroom if it's something you want to enjoy. Number 2, don't replace the shingles. If you have leaks, you do need to get those fixed. That is important. But don't replace the shingles just because you're selling your home. The age of shingles is a big deal, and if it's near the end of its useful lifespan, it could very well become a negotiating point. When you sell a property with shingles toward the end of its useful life, you may have to concede some sort of prorated credit, but oftentimes you won't need to credit the buyer 100% of the roofing costs, since you didn't advertise the home as having new shingles. This boils down to what's reasonable. The buyer may have expected to have 5 to 10 years on the shingles before having to replace it with new 20 or 30-year shingles. So, you may end up splitting the cost as opposed to paying for brand new shingles. Number 3, don't replace the flooring. A good, thorough cleaning should always be your first option to consider before replacing flooring. Sometimes you might find gorgeous hardwood floors under that tired old carpet. Hardwood floors are always good to have. Now, if that isn't an option, and you have worn out, stained carpet, or even bad odors that are going to turn the buyers off and create a negative experience, well then it's probably a good idea to replace it. Now, what you choose as a flooring option will largely be determined by what you would typically see in the neighborhood. So for homes, let's say below the median sales price, I would typically advise getting a neutral builder-grade carpet for the bedrooms and wood laminate for the bathrooms, kitchens, and high traffic areas. It makes it easier for a buyer to change when they're ready, but at the same time, it's something they can live with for now. So for properties well above the median, you still want to choose a neutral tone, but you may have to choose a little higher quality based on the neighborhood. Now, my pro tip for flooring, when you run the same flooring throughout the whole house, it actually makes the space look larger. Every time you have a different flooring in a different room, it creates a break in the flow. And every time there's a break in the flow, it actually makes the space seem more chopped up and feel smaller, which is, again, not the desired effect. It's more noticeable in areas flowing from your kitchen to family room to the living room and hallways. Number 4, don't fix cracks in the driveway and walkway. It's not unusual for hard surfaces to settle over time. A lot of people ask if they should fix the cracks to help with the curb appeal and make the entryway look better. Curb appeal is very important, but repairing a concrete walkway or driveway is expensive. Number 5, don't replace the front door. A front door can be very expensive and is probably not worth the money to get a new one unless it's damaged. This is another item that doesn't translate into what you've spent. At the same time, the front door is very important when you're showing your home to potential buyers. So instead of replacing, the better option is to either repaint or refinish it and change the hardware for a fresh new look. Orange is always a good color. Number 6, don't replace your window coverings. If you have some really old curtains or valances that date your house, don't replace them. Just take them down. You might need to paint or patch the holes that are left, but a buyer wants to see light and bright spaces. So in many cases, removing the dated blinds or old curtains is the best fix. Remember, before showings, open up those blinds. When a buyer walks into a home that has drawn curtains, they wonder what you're hiding from. Number 7, don't do any major landscaping. You don't need to bring in new trees, bushes, or pavers to sell your home. Of course, curb appeal is important since it's going to be the first impression your potential buyers see. Keep in mind, buyers are buying the features of your home, so don't hide the home behind plants and trees. The goal is to showcase the outside features of your home. Trim the bushes back and trees from the home. Obviously, edge and mow the lawn and consider adding some fresh mulch, plant some colorful flowers, or add a few potted plants to add some color. But again, you don't need to overdo it. Lastly, consider doing a pressure wash on the outside of the home, the walkways, and the driveway areas. That wraps up the 7 things to not do when selling your home. So the question is, what are the 2 best things to do when it comes to return on investment for selling your home? I would say it would have to be declutter and clean. These 2 tasks are the least expensive way to get your home ready for sale. Clutter eats equity. When you have less stuff in the space, it actually appears bigger, and the buyer's perception is everything. So if your home is 2,000 square feet, and if it's too full, it can actually feel like 1,500 square feet. We want it to feel like 2,500 square feet. So when buyers are comparing homes, they're basing their decision on how the space feels. Remember, your treasures are only loved by you. We want buyers to love your home, not your treasures. The other aspect is furniture placement. You never want to block any doors or windows or even fireplaces. The buyers are buying the features of the home. They're not buying your furniture, and furniture placement helps showcase your home. Most people put their furniture up against the wall because they think this makes the room look larger. This is incorrect. Remember this when selling. If it smells, it won't sell. Our office has an ozone machine free for home sellers to use to help reduce the odor. Needless to say, making your home look and smell clean is exactly what we want the buyer to experience. And aside from cleaning the kitchen, bathrooms, flooring, and windows, my pro tip is if you have tile counters and floors, cleaning the grout will give your kitchen and floors a real facelift and return that original shine. Thanks for watching. If you're buying or selling in the greater Ashland, Ohio area, give me a call. I'd love to help you.